Hello everybody! Welcome back once again to emmavoid's Let's Play of The Outer Worlds. Last we left off, we picked up Parvati here, and we've got a number of quests, including one where the awful, horrible man literally upstairs wants us to force a bunch of people to come back here by taking away their power. And that's pretty awful. But anywho, Parvati wanted to chat, so what's up?
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but
And he's a jerk.
that's not the only side of the tale.
Let's see. If I wanted to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. No. Figures. Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says.
He's just a monster.
It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Makes sense. I just noticed, what is... Oh, that's handy. I don't need it, but useful if I ever do. I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
That guy? Well... yeah, I met the vicar. He asked me to find a book for him.
Books are for rich folk. I wonder what he wants with something like that.
Well, couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Man. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Aw, you're good people, Parvati. Alright, so, let's go see what's up.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yeah, can't blame you.
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Ah, Miss Holcomb. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always offering spiritual counsel to those that need it.
Thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb. I admit, I've been quite interested to make our outsider's acquaintance.
I haven't found your book yet. Sorry about that.
Please, get it.
Yeah, I'm working on it. You need to practice some patience. You seem pretty concerned about that book. Care to tell me why?
A religious text deemed heretical by the OSI is an unsafe object at large. Though I understand why a collector would desire to possess such a rare book. Because I'm also a collector of books. Rare things in this colony. Appreciation of the written word outside monthly periodicals is virtually unknown here.
Magazines. Gotcha. Well, anywho, Parvati wanted to talk to you about what Reed wants us to do.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
No,
You
why?
wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away.
Seriously, why would I want to talk to this
can't imagine
asshat?
what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked her to do?
Yeah, he wants us to cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife.
Yep.
I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So, what do you think of Adelaide's group?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Getting the hell away from these people? Yes. Depends on how well the leader can provide. Oh, I don't have the... Right, great.
Assuming
Can we
your
wrap
goal
this up?
is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Right, just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep it in
If
mind.
it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge.
Anywho, we've got something else we need to do. So, bye. That guy's a jerk. Why did we talk to him? Oops. Trespassing, lockpicking, hacking, and murder are all considered illegal activities and are frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in these activities without consequences. You don't mind, do you, Parvati? Nah, you're cool.
Something you need?
You mentioned something
You
earlier.
mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to
I
be
know,
clean?
but
It's a church.
Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk.
Nah.
The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Never been much for religion myself.
I think there's something higher and greater than us. But I don't feel it when I'm in the mission.
Let's get back to it.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Not particularly.
Yeah, huh? In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker?
You sounded a bit worried.
Sorry. I know, it's none of my business.
I'm gonna guess you're not a drinker yourself.
Strong drink makes me sick. And it makes me real sad. I start thinking about things I oughtn't, and then... Well, never mind that. You got better things to think on.
Aww. Parv. If you want to talk about it, I'm happy to listen.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Alright. Anywho.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quota.
I don't know you.
That's cool. Right, we're supposed to be lying. No, let's just go with, nice to meet you too. Everyone's so friendly and welcoming in this town.
We don't welcome trouble. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
So good fool to me. Rude. That's mean. Something going on here that I should know about?
Am I that easy to read? Yeah, we've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you, I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters.
Yeah, Reed mentioned the deserters.
Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
Right. Well, I just felt like chatting.
Go ahead.
What if I told you I just got shot into space by a crazy scientist? No, we're good. I was wondering if you knew anything about the Hope.
The Hope? No, I've never mixed a drink by that name. I could get you a rum and something if you like.
Rum and something.
Wait, no, never mind. We're all out of something.
That's worrisome. I guess this means you've never heard of anybody from the Hope.
Yeah, I got vague recollections of some folklore about a mysterious colony ship.
Ah. It's not folklore. I'm from there.
You feeling a bit flushed? Look, why don't you go set yourself down in the corner before you get all tangle-footed?
Wow. Nobody believes a thing about us. Never mind. Right. Well.
Another day at the cannery.
Don't go knocking your work. At least we've got work.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Parvati.
Got my eye on you, girl.
We'll talk about it later.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
Yeah, she mentioned. I'll take responsibility for
See
it.
that you do. I got a business to run. Edgewater ain't gonna provision itself, you know.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Poor Parvati. Anywho.
Go right
I
ahead.
got some questions. About that plague that's supposed to be going around.
Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor.
Uh-huh. Is there a reason you feel like you have to hide what's going on?
You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that needs hiding. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry.
That doesn't make any sense.
Spend enough time in the Spacer's Choice family, and you will come to understand. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work.
That's not natural selection at all. And if you don't work hard enough?
Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded.
Uh-huh. Anywho, what you got to buy?
Music to my ears.
Oh, merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill used to negotiate prices when buying and selling from vendors. Nice. Alright. Not really much of particular interest. Ah. Issue with the vending machine is probably that the vending machine is broken. Oh, nope. Don't want to accidentally go in there while this guy's watching us. Hey, let's go. Alright, Parvati. What'd you do to mess up there?
Yeah, huh? You mean why I'm not allowed in the store anymore?
Yeah, that one. Seems to be a story there.
There was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12.
When you were 12? You were a kid. That must have been forever ago.
Sure, but folks got long memories around here. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know.
Oh, Parvati.
So I did my thing. And next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of 0G rolling out the front door and into the road.
Whoops.
It's not funny. Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships.
Oh.
And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of 0G?
And it exploded all over. Go on.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me.
Aww.
I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
Yeah, you should do that more often. Right, so I wanted to pop back out here because I decided I'd take this guy up on his quest. At least to see if I can maybe help other people out.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Uh-oh.
Not today. Just helping this lady.
Anywho.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
Oh. I'm sorry, Pravati.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah, I'll help you out with those fees, maybe.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
And where can I find them?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Alright, well, we'll get to it. I'll at least talk with them and see if there's something I can do to help. I don't particularly want to help, you know, the whole corporate shebang, but I would like to help these people deal with it. Oh, right.
Oh,
This guy.
But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Hey, jerk.
What can I do for you?
Maybe I'll... Nah. Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Uh-huh. You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition.
Thank you, no. I despise the serials. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Alright, hold up. Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
So, can't you just give him an IOU?
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
That guy's a jerk. Why is everybody here jerks?
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Oh, buddy.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you?
No.
Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
Yeah, something like that. I'm here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Poor guy. Knows what?
Dying. Not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see your way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Depends on what you need.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
I've got some questions.
Do what I can.
So, I'm assuming there's guards.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
And what can you tell me about them?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
Yeah.
So you'll do it then?
Yeah, sure.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Anything I should know about the community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
And you're taking a big risk trusting me with this.
I know that. But I got nobody else to turn to.
Oh.
Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
All right. This house is tiny. They really don't give you much room, do they?
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Okay. What's your deal?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something. You think it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
And what do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
You need someone to smuggle your medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
I mean, yeah.
That's all I can ask of you.
What do you think, Parv?
Where are we headed?
Well, I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but not your mom.
That's on account of how I never met her.
I'm sorry.
It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Wow. That's pretty awful.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Alright. Here, I was hoping you'd tell me what to do about these two.
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
Alright. Hey, Phyllis.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Right. You're probably the foreman, huh?
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes, or right away, or thank you.
Well, we got some gravesite fees you gotta pay.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
They're not signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees, and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
That's pretty kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
And he shot himself.
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
True. Must be tough losing family?
Eugene wasn't family.
But you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Wow. That can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
He was a person.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
All right. This place is nuts. Hey.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Hey, where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
You owe some gravesite fees. That's why I'm here.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Resistance? What are you babbling about?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
But the lies keep them warm. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Huh. I'm gonna go. That was weird. Hey, Silas.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit?
Yeah, something like that. About those fees.
You run into any trouble?
And Conrad says he can't afford it.
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
That's... Are you suggesting extortion?
Well, that's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
I'll take a look, I guess. No problem? No? Okay. What you got back here? Receptionist shot himself. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. He's thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family. Dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price and nobody's the wiser. Don't write back. Don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. This is completely ridiculous, by the way.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Yeah, something like that. Only if you use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
Oh, impressive. So, about Eugene and his teeth.
You know about Eugene? How?
I mean, you did just let me walk. I'm a mind reader.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open.
Pretty much.
Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom. representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
They were probably worth a few bits?
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
I mean... You sure?
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
So, he killed himself, yeah?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
That sucks.
It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect.
Ah.
I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
So you falsified it, I'm guessing. Ah, this place has issues. Hey, Silas.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
Yeah. About Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
You first. I know you buried him.
Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about?
Forget I said anything.
Something I can do for you?
The fees.
You run into any trouble?
Paperwork, fees, signatures. Here you go.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Yeah.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Yeah, alright. This place. Oh, hey there.
Don't mess with us.
That was unexpected. Ethology log. Terror ray mating habits. Decided to study terror ray mating habits. The females leave their nesting area in the morning, return in the afternoon with random objects. Build displays with these objects. Perform a dance for an audience of males. If you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you. Collect my things and meet me at the next site, and don't be late. I expect punctuality from my assistants. Yeah, this guy is dead. That's unfortunate. What is making that noise? Oh. Hi there.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed.
Aw.
Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Who? Me? Yeah. Go for it.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Huh. Parvati, why'd you name it?
On account of I fixed him. And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard.
It's a cereal or something?
Surely. I make a point to watch every Tuesday night.
That's adorable.
Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Self-diagnostics initiated. Please do not disturb.
Alright. Right. Well. Let's maybe, get on with dealing with some of these quests, shall we? Parvati, that's awesome.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Right. Well. Collector's letter. Got the letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery effective immediately. I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia, but scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want those books moldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them all away in a cave over by the river. Huh. I guess that's where we're headed next then. Oh, goodness. I was like, who's this? Here we go. This is what we're looking for. So, Mr. Preacher Man, what is the deal with this book? And that doesn't look good. Okay. Well. Right. So what do we got here? Oh yeah, we got this.
That was quick.
Handwritten journal, that's what we're looking for. And some loot.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens.
Parvati, you're wonderful. Alright, Vicar buddy. So, what's your
Any
deal?
progress on that matter we discussed?
Yep, got your book.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French.
Dude.
It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
Okay. Seems a bit more important than you let on.
There is little more important than such a precious, rare text. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
You could just learn French. Speaking of plague-ridden backwires. No, what made you think this was what you needed?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Philosophist. I've read that somewhere.
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Right. Wow. Must be some kind of cosmic retribution.
Yes, you're right. Such are the workings of the equation. And I've only my own hubris to blame. I certainly never planned for this contingency. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Ugh. I mean, what's in it for me?
Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Spiritual counseling? Are you even a real vicar?
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
No, but whatever. How'd you get assigned to prison duty?
Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's the long and short of it. So, what do you think?
I guess you can come with us.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
I'll have to see if I can get you to join me now, so that way I can actually have, you know, another companion on my side.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
Thanks, Ada. There we go. That could have gone better. Sorry about that, Parvati. Anywho. Well then. Bones and gears don't mix. Alright, so between the two, I think I maybe trust Esther Blaine a little more. But let's talk to her real quick, just to make sure.
I've got some time.
So what do you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Wow. Well, here's that medicine.
Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
I'm not technically a smuggler. Never. That's harsh. At least leave me something to remember you by.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
So, who are you going to give the medicine to?
Somebody deserving. Silas, on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia, seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Alright, cool. Ooh, companion perks. Go to the companion page, select the perk button. Neat. What you got, Parvati? Support engineering. Sneaky. Boisterous. And healthy. Let's maybe give you the healthy perk first. Then we'll level up real quick. Alright, well, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Be sure to check back next time when we'll continue on with all of these quests and... Hush you. And, you know, see if we can bring down this corporate hellhole without killing everybody. That'd be bad. So yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, all that jazz. Feel free to check in the doobly-doo down below for links to places, etc., etc. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!